I love being pregnant so much that I gave birth to a stranger's baby.
She came to me and said, I miss being pregnant and I miss labor. I thought she was crazy.
We met a couple on Facebook. Our desires aligned. We liked the same football team. Yes, this is perfect.
We've had quite a few different comments made to us online. Oh, as a Christian, you can't be a surrogate.
Stop trying to play God, or these people aren't meant to have a child. Surrogacy compensation is anywhere from $20,000 to $60,000. People had things to say about it, like, oh, money bags, or oh, they're doing it for the money. My name is Samantha.
And I'm Dan.
And we are content creators and parents of 2. Good morning, guys. We've been married for 9 years in January, and we've been together for about 12.
We've got 2 kids. Their names are Canyon, he is 6, and Ember is our little girl, she's 4.
I did enjoy pregnancy and labor with both of our kids. I felt like my body handled it well, didn't get sick a lot, and with labor, oddly enough, I enjoyed it. I told Dan like 2 weeks after I had Canyon, hey, I kind of missed labor. And then after we had Ember, we're like, we're done. We have our boy, we have our girl, but I still had that desire to be pregnant and to deliver, but not have our own baby, which is how the thought of surrogacy came about.
We definitely enjoyed our 2 kiddos, but 2 is enough for us.
Yeah.
And when she came to me and said, I miss being pregnant and I miss labor, I thought she was crazy.
I gathered some more information and brought it up to Dan. Remember how we talked about we don't want any more kids, but I want to become pregnant again. Let's do surrogacy.
When Sam first came to me with the idea of surrogacy, I was kind of taken back. I was like, what do you mean? You want to have a baby for somebody else?
So there's 2 different types of surrogacy. There's gestational and traditional. I was a gestational carrier, meaning the embryo does not consist of my egg. It does not consist of his sperm.
She explained to me, no, it's not our baby. We actually have their baby. We just carry it. And I was like, wow, still, that's a big deal.
Yeah. When I first brought up surrogacy to our family, I think my mom was like, wait, you are gonna do this? Wait, what? I think at this point in our life, no one's shocked by the things that we do. We've lived in an RV, we've moved across, the US with our young kids. And so I think our family and friends just aren't like shocked by what we do now. In October of 2020, we met a couple on a Facebook match group, and our values aligned, our desires aligned. We liked the same football team, and so we were like, yes, this is perfect. So we drove up, met them, and we started the process. We were about to start a new med cycle when the intended parents contacted us and they said, we're actually pregnant. We're 8 weeks pregnant, and if you're okay with it, we're gonna terminate contracts. So although like our journey, in a sense got cut short, we, we're thrilled for them. After we shared our first surrogacy journey on social media, the second set of parents reached out to us on Instagram and wanted a match.
My lining was 7.6. I was really nervous that it was going to drop. I'm excited.
This pregnancy was a little bit different. With our 2 kids, I had no morning sickness. My pregnancy was super easy. This one, with it not being our baby, I felt a little bit more weight of responsibility of, okay, I want to do everything right. I don't want to do anything wrong.
Or leading up to transfer, I think the med cycle was probably one of the more emotional times throughout it. The fact that she had to go through that mentally, I think it was exhausting for her. And that was really difficult for me to watch her go through that. How you doing, dude?
Almost like passed out.
Just laying back like that for so long?
Yeah, for like an hour. I had to adjust, and then I can't breathe with the freaking mask on.
We didn't have any doubts throughout it. We were at complete peace that this was what we were supposed to do. So we delivered on July 27th of 2022, and it was an amazing experience. It happened so quickly that by the time I delivered, I'm like, wait, we're done. And I immediately turned to Dan and was like, babe, we did it. And it was just so exciting seeing them in that moment, full of tears and gratitude. They kind of had their moment while we had ours.
How did your children cope throughout the journey?
That was our biggest thing that we wanted to look into, was how to help with the transition with the kids after delivery. Throughout the process, we just reminded them, this is the baby's for their mommy and daddy. It's not ours. Baby's not coming home with us.
There's a little baby in there? Yeah. Where at? Hold up. Here?
ear.
Hey, Mama, what's that one? What's that one?
That's the head and the nose and the chin.
Hey guys, do you remember what was in Mommy's belly?
A baby.
What was
A
in
baby?
my belly?
Was it for us?
No, somebody else.
Was my belly
Was
little or
it
was
tiny?
it big?
Like that big.
It was that big?
Was it so big? And who did we get after Mommy had the baby?
A dad.
What did we get?
Scout.
We got
Scout.
Scout,
Come
come
here.
here. Come here.
Scout.
Come
Come
here.
on.
Let's see, shall we see if he wants to come up here with us? Oh, come on, Scout.
Can I hold him?
You're gonna pet him?
So for months throughout the surrogacy journey, we had been planning to hit the road in the RV and to get a puppy. We wanted to set it up right after, maybe a couple weeks after delivery, specifically to help us and help the kids transition from not having a baby.
Every now and then Ember would say, oh, but where's our baby? Or I want a baby. And we say, oh, we're getting a puppy and we're gonna go in the RV. And so we just helped divert their attention somewhere else to something more exciting. Let me show you inside our home on wheels. We wanted to share our journey online just because we wanted to document like the real moments, the exciting moments, the hard moments, the joy of finding out that transfer worked, or even the hard times of our first journey ending.
We've had quite a few different comments made to us online, negativity saying like, oh, as a Christian you can't be a surrogate.
Stop trying to play God, or these people aren't meant to have a child, so why help them have a child, or they need to adopt and not do surrogacy. There are times where it is hurtful to read some of the negative comments.
Did anyone ever question your motivations?
As a surrogate, compensation is pretty standard. On average, surrogacy compensation is anywhere from $20,000 to $60,000. People online had things to say about it, like, oh, money bags, or oh, they're doing it for the money. For us, money was never the driving factor. Would we do surrogacy again? I don't know. We've talked about it, but I think with how well this journey did go, with how much we were able to encourage and inspire people, and with how well the transition went, it's like, why not?
I think we feel pretty good about doing another one.
We do.
Anybody's looking into doing surrogacy, just be prepared for the adventure of a lifetime. The highs, the lows, it's one of the most rewarding things that we've ever done.
We always say, always choose adventure, and I think that this was one of our biggest adventures we've ever embarked on.
We have 2 trans kids.
Anyone can be whoever they want.
I'm just owning it.
Our family is seen to be very unconventional.
So I had kids and I can't be hot anymore. Like, moms are hot too.
People say I look like a thug, but I love thugs. I take that as a compliment.
I'm bored of people thinking that I cannot be intimate. I'm a young, single, hot piece of disabled booty.
I feel like I'm going to look at myself and be like, who is that?
Life is way too short to be hiding. It is my story. It is my truth.